What's up, everybody? It's JabCal back here again with Blood Bowl 3. We're going to be going in with our Elven Union team one more time for our next game. Just going to go in here and we're going to spin and we're going to just try to shoot for the top. It looks like they're actually going to be doing a tournament for the rankings in this one, although it looks like they're just going to be pulling from the top 16.
Welcome back, sports fan.
So, not too sure how good the odds of elves making it there are. Probably going to be just a bunch of tanky teams. Looks like we are against a Nurgle team. I do know that they've changed how Tentacles works, so I am a little afraid of all of that. He does have a bloater with block, but other than that, it appears like he just has the second Pestigore and an extra Rotter. Not too bad. Go into the game here. Now, I think the treasury rolls that are in the rules might be broken at the moment. I don't think you actually roll for the critical fail and the bank, or however it's worded in the rule book. So I heard a lot of people are kind of just sitting on their treasuries and taking morgue whenever they can. But we're going to try not to do that because it's not the greatest thing.
Going to be very difficult to bring
so
down.
It looks like our opponent is going to get a... Oh, I'm the one getting the +1 armor. I think he might have actually scummed in an inducement.
Make the mistake of thinking
E3 opposite players without loner get loner. Okay, so he's going to get players with loner.
Fun-filled meat grinder.
We can check the match modifiers to see if he brought anything in. Doesn't look like he did. Oh, actually, he did. He brought in the 2 heads dodge gutter runner with prehensile tail and extra arms. That's going to be very annoying for us. Thankfully, it's not the end of the world, as we do have the movement to keep up with him, I believe. We are just going to keep our players a bit further back than usual. We don't want him just running in and marking everybody with tentacles. Just have movement forward, so we'll be going forwards if he wanted to. Now, the game doesn't default to putting your star players on the pitch, which I think is a very odd choice. But that is just how the game works. Once you learn it once, you'll never forget it. It looks like he actually gave loner to the block loader, which makes sense since he'll have to use rerolls less often. Now, I want to ask you guys' opinion about the rot spawn. I think it's a little too small. Not as menacing as, you know, the Beast of Nurgle from Blood Bowl 2. I think the Beast was perfect piece. I'm not the biggest fan that they changed it. It does fit more evenly with the rest of the team as the rot spawn, though.
Really,
which I think is what they were intending and trying to do. Pitch invasion. Oof, that's not great.
There's only one word to say about this, Bob.
Not a word, Jim. A cloud.
All right for now.
This player likes to be well assisted in a fight.
Mighty blow hit on our lineman here. This is the hit we're most afraid of. All good. Now, the Nurgle team is very annoying to play against since they have regen on basically every single piece. So removing their pieces
what can you do
is
against a full
incredibly
horned opponent?
hard to do.
Aim between the eyes.
Oof, and we do get an injury. Yikes. I clicked a little too quick there. Did not mean to use the apothecary there. Well, this player is gone. And we're just going to let him know that that was an accident.
Should they be stomping on the player's neck
Oof,
with those
dang.
studded boots that hard?
The ref's not
Definitely
playing.
clicked
So yes,
way too fast.
What's
Losing our
that?
apothecary for nothing is
they
a
look to be rolling on
huge
the
blow,
ground in
too.
agony,
That's
Jim. And here comes the other team.
going to be very, very impactful in this game for sure. He does choose not to re-roll the pickup, which I believe is probably the right choice. Now, normally I would say we should play aggressive here. However, putting any of our blitzers near that tentacles rod spawn is probably a horrible idea. So we're going to take our free hit on this side.
That'll help a player move without risk.
And we're going to kind of position more aggressively. I think we're just going to stay back a little for now, actually. Now we're going to want to split up our people just a little bit so that the rod spawn doesn't tie up as many of them. And we're going to just start trying to dodge out some elves into annoying spots.
Oh, that is gross. Why would you let your tentacle touch that player?
Alrighty. And we'll take that for right now. Wasting the apothecary is a huge mistake on our part. Not my best display there. Blame it on the UI. It's a little too fast. Nah, I shouldn't just be clicking.
How are they going to catch or run with a ball if
Just
they're
a stun
constantly writhing
with the
around
mighty
on
blow
the
again.
ground?
That's very good. We may actually just want to leave that elf on the ground since he is tied up in the tentacles player. Ooh, and our opponent has to use a reroll here, and it fails. Now, the Pestigore actually does not have his hands on the ball, so we actually want to just run both of our blitzers as far in to cause damage as possible. We're even going to bring in our players here to screen them off a little bit. And as much as you hate to see it, I think we actually sacrifice our poor lineman here into the hands of the beast, or the rot spawn, so he doesn't stick himself straight onto our blitzer. And we'll actually bring up one of our catchers here to be a screen for our blitzer as well. At least a partial screen. Nothing too crazy. Now, the thing we have to be the most afraid of is him picking the ball up and just giving it to the star player. He'll be able to get really far down the field with it if
They've
that
got the
happens.
advantage, but there is no sure.
He is already down to one reroll, which is great for us. If he happens to just fail to pick up again,
Smells weakness.
he'll be in incredible danger. Looks like he is doing the right thing of moving the players before even attempting the pickup roll. We are in a good spot, though, to potentially knock the ball out of his hands on the following turn. Even if he gets the ball into the hands of the gutter runner. Not too many safe locations he could bring him to. Like if he just brings it right here into this little cage, it's not going to be all that big of a deal.
I've always been a fan of it.
Oh, and there's the
This is a
fail on the
rather
pickup again.
fetching
Oh,
line of
how
t-shirts.
unfortunate. love to see it on our end. Opponent's got to be very upset about it. The bigger question is whether or not we go for the 1 dice hit on him and just free it up, or if we just grab it. The 1 dice, probably our best bets. Dodge away here just to create some extra space. This is where we decide. We're actually going to go for the rush. Oof, punished. Use a reroll. Perfectly fine. And we take our blitz right here. It is a rush. Do get that, however. Stick ourselves right here on the wall. I think going for the second rush to pick it up, however, might be a tad risky, so we're not going to go for that one. And I think we can just go for a hit on the beast here, or the rot spawn here.
That's it. Get in their face.
Make the foul appearance roll, but fortunately we get the knockdown.
This is going to be decisive.
Get our free hits on Marauders over here.
That play looked almost competent.
We'll actually just dodge away with our
More
catcher
speed in their step
dodge.
next time, perhaps.
Curious to see what our opponent does. It's probably just going to come up and mark it. Yep. It's going to bring as many bodies onto the ball as he can, just to make it as safe as possible.
I've just been watching my Cabal Vision ball, Jim. This new...
Okay. That
We'll have
player is as slippery
dodge.
as an eel, but not quite as cuddly.
Activate here, and we'll actually make the gutter runner's job a little harder by
Takes
moving
a
this way.
skillful player to stay up under such a sustained assault.
Curious to see what play he
Opposing
makes.
team will have to
Oh,
work
he
hard
just
against
goes
this
for it.
player.
And he gets all the dice he needs. 2 heads, making a huge difference there. Oof. Star player really is just a menace. Its reason mutations are limited to certain teams. They're very powerful. The question is whether or not we're going to be able to get the ball back into a relatively safe spot. I'm not too sure we actually can.
That'll help the player move without risk.
We can send as many people over as we want, but it does not change the starting fact that 2 heads with dodge almost guarantees that he will get away.
Push
Yeah, anyone we mark him with.
Not over.
Yeah, we're gonna try to dodge away from tentacles again.
It's big, long, and has no place on the
We're not really
blood-bow
expecting
field,
it
if
to
you ask
work,
me.
but
I hate tentacles.
seen worse things.
Stay here, my little friend.
And we are going to also dodge. Probably through here. Elves are allowed to do just whatever they want.
And they start the turn
As the
in
benefits
trouble.
of playing them. Sorry if my voice sounds a little hoarse this time. I somehow managed to get sick within one day. And definitely affecting my voice just a little bit.
The attacker has an assist.
We're getting pretty lucky on those bloater hits. They're not really
Hey,
getting
that
any
blade
kind
looked
of
almost competent.
solid hits on us. Looks like he's going to try to make a little cage up here. Gutter Runner is very fast, so we will not be able to keep up with him if he manages to break past. Our opponent has already used his blitz. He's thinking about what hits he can make for free, I believe. He actually can't get the Gutter Runner out of there without dodging. What is this star player's name? Hackflem? Can't get Hackflem out of there. Now,
Talismans
two heads
are
makes him
are
able to kind of
certainly
do whatever he
making a
wants.
splash on the used arcane item retail scene late.
But within reason, obviously.
That's
Oh,
a
he just
flash.
goes through,
More of that
gets
incendiary
all the
fire.
dodges, and then
Just
fails the
can't trust
one he really needs. That's how it always works.
You can't argue with that call, can you, Bob?
We are going to be able to get a decent amount of players over there now.
They're going for the ball, but can they pick it up?
We can be incredibly aggressive, I think, with our players right now. We're most likely going to just pick it up with our Blitzer with Armor Plus. So we should go with that first, just to not lose our reroll. Oh, let's use the reroll, and then let's dodge out of there. Success. Now we have our hands on the ball. We're not in the safest spot, but we do have Blodge, which makes us a very safe piece.
Where's the nearest pie shop, Jim?
We are, in fact, going to move some people over here to get some free hits. Free hit if the dodge works, of course.
Hey, that play looked almost competent.
And we're going to do our best to get this guy out of here. Tentacles is most likely going to do a thing. Oh, we finally break free from the tentacles. Oh, thank goodness. And we hopefully do the same over here.
Not bad. It's big, long,
Nope.
and has no place on the blood
That's the
bowl
expected
field,
outcome,
if you
though.
ask me. I
Dodging away from
hate
tentacles is a
tentacles.
very rough roll. Now, if he doesn't get a POW here, we are
That's a natty.
very good. We
Still,
can just
I'm willing to bet a good punch will have him face
run any
down
direction,
in the
really.
mud.
Looks like he's going to take another hit with the rot spawn.
You talismans are us are certainly making a splash on the.
Stop mumbling.
This player should be brain transplanted.
They're gathering around that lone player, like halflings round a sandwich. He's now as free as a fart in a thunderstorm.
Looks like we're most likely going to have to take a 1-dice play. Oh, actually. May have done that a little incorrectly. We had moved him here. Actually, no, he wouldn't provide a tackle zone there.
Now as free as a fart in a thunderstorm.
I believe our best bet is just to go. We will blitz this Pestador.
You can't argue with that call, can you, Bob?
Push is
No.
totally acceptable.
They're still standing.
And then we'll just make one dodge and into the end zone. We have the reroll as well, so it's fairly safe.
They scored! They scored!
I just realized his name is Happy Tree Friends. You've seen that cartoon, then you know. I guess calling it a cartoon is the wrong thing to say, though. We're actually going to move our catchers up. Prevent the rot spawn from just marking everybody. Give our opponents 2 turns to possibly score. Nurgle's not the fastest team, but most likely not going to work. He's gonna all-man's the line.
Used well, it could be a big advantage over the opposition.
There's only one word to say about this ball.
Not a word, Jim. A sound. Crunch!
This game's going pretty well for us so far. Can't complain. Ball being all the way in the front, though, is a little rough for us.
Did this guy leave his brain
Really
in
stupid
the
going off
dugout?
is very helpful. Stops us from getting hit by a mighty blow.
Hey, that look almost
Knockout.
knockout.
To be expected, we've gotten pretty lucky with those so far.
A snotling baked in a pie stands more chance than this poor kid. Actually, where's the nearest pie shop, Jim?
Thanks. Follow-up stun. Pretty dangerous. Opponent's trying to position for the 2-turn with the gutter runner most likely.
They've got the advantage, but there is no sure thing in Blood Bowl.
We don't really have to worry about the bloaters too much. Main thing is we have to stop that gutter runner from getting too far forward. Running it over to the left side. Interesting.
You know, at some point, one of them should be able to pick up the ball. It's a ball, not an oiled
Opponent's
snotling
been
for Knuckles.
very unlucky about picking the ball up off the ground. Gotta feel pretty bad for the guy. Okay, so this puts our catcher in a little bit of a dangerous spot, but this Pestigore actually can't score, so as long as we knock down that player, Hackflem, we should be good. Probably should have dodged out with the blitzer. I think it might have been a better play to knock him down for sure. We're actually just gonna stick a wall of elves in front of him. Could always make it with 2-head. Sometimes just gotta roll dice.
Oh, too easy.
I can actually try to knock this
There's
guy
only
down.
one word to say about this ball.
I get punished for it. Hopefully that doesn't give him the gap in the wall he needs. Fairly certain we're still alright. I don't believe in with the
Now as
9
free as
heads.
a fart in a thunderstorm.
We need to make
What's that?
a large amount of dodges.
They look to be rolling on the ground in agony, Jim. Here
Oof,
comes the other
serious
team.
injury.
More pain for that
It's
team. Their pain is our gain.
Niggling, I believe, right? Yes. Man, we rolled 2 serious injuries in the same game. I guess this one was an APO, technically, by accident. Looks like we're gonna be alright here in our first half.
Another player on the ground. The coach will be spitting teeth about this. That player was about to get punched above and below the belt.
He's actually
At the same
trying to
time,
go for it. He's made a
another
pretty
player on the ground.
good
The coach will be
angle here to
spitting
get
teeth
away.
about this.
Just requires him to actually catch the ball, pick up, catch, and then make 2 two-headed dodges. Or he's just not going for it. Looks like he might just be going for a foul on a key positional instead. Yes, it looks like that's exactly what he's doing.
I think he's going to make him suffer.
It's a 0 SPP catcher, at least. He lives. And he gets sent out. Oh, beautiful. Oh, but he gets the argue the call. That's 6. Now, we're looking to just do some damage here. Our opponent doesn't actually get a turn to hit us back, so we can be very aggressive with our positioning. We can actually get a 2 dice block hit on the star player. taking him out of the game would be a great advantage on our part.
A
So
snotling
that's
bacon
exactly
and
what we're going
pie
to go
stands
for.
a
We get
chance
the
to lose.
hit. Hopefully it's an injury.
Sorry.
It's just a knockout.
That's gonna hurt in the morning.
But with our luck, it'll be good enough. And I think we're just going to take this rush over here to try to get another hit. And that'll be the first half.
The attacker has an assist.
Alrighty.
He's now as free as a fart in a thunderstorm.
Alright, that's the first half. It looks like he does in fact wake up, which is unfortunate for us. We're down 2 players, but it is now our half. Now we need to remember that the bloaters do have disturbing presence. It's not as obvious, I don't believe, to see the UI for it in this game as it is in Blood Bowl 2. But I haven't actually pulled up a passing screen while they've been on the pitch, so maybe it's clearer than I think. We'll have to see. Punching through them is going to be nearly impossible. We do have a small opening through the middle here that we could take. So that's what I believe we're going to go for. Going to keep our thrower here in the back nice and tucked away. Alrighty, let's do some damage.
Must be a real kick in the head to have to kick the ball
Yikes,
away.
he gets the
Moves
solid
like this.
defense so he can move his players.
Yes, I do.
He can actually move his wall to block us a bit better now. He rolled the max value of it too, so he can move all 6 pieces. Yeah, he's gonna just mans us on the front there. That's to be expected. It looks like he might leave his left side a little too weak though. We might be able to just pivot to that side instead. Especially with the ball going out of bounds. We can just hand it over to this
What
catcher
the
here.
fans take away, they often give back.
We can make a beeline straight to this side. We are going to be blitzing with the ball carrier here, however, I believe. With a reroll
I should
should
probably
be
say
okay.
something meaningful to all our Cabal Vision viewers. First thing I think of is Splat.
We should look here. The gutter runner can get to us pretty easy, as well as this rotter. We may just want to get the ball downfield as far as we can, just to avoid as much of this drama. Now Tentacles is gonna... Oh, we failed the dodge. We rolled the dodge before Tentacles? Is he really stupid? We're just gonna accept the dodge fail
My
there.
leaky nose. If a bad
Oh, he's
squawk,
checking for Tentacles
they need to
after the
fire
dodge has
player
failed.
to get
Interesting.
dodge, or have him assassinated.
Pulls him
by their solution.
back even with the dodge. That's what the change was. That is dangerous. That makes that skill much better. Now, we do only get hit on a 6 here. He does not have block to make those odds better or anything. We would get knocked down, but his turn would end. Oof. He rolls the really stupid. It made the sound effect that it failed. I guess it makes the sound effect either way. We do have an injury of a head injury. That's miss next game. Oh, wait, no, it's just a miss this match. Ah, never mind. That is, in fact, an armor break on a lineman. Most likely we won't be keeping him. I do not think. We'll just fire him for a journeyman. We don't get knocked down here because of dodge.
Damn, that player just won't go down.
Now we wanted to just get the ball as far down the field as we could. That was his block piece, so we're just going to bounce blocks off each other.
Baked in a pie stands more chance than this poor kid.
And because of sidestep,
Actually,
we're just going to
where's the nearest pie
move our
shop?
blitzer out of there
That's
as
it.
much as we can.
Push him back and then pow!
A little bit of a weird animation there. And our dodge
Slippery like
blitzer
an
does
eel.
get powed.
Why not just squash him next time?
He does have the armor plus though, so he should be okay. Looks like the animations are kind of sliding a bit right now. Wrong directions and such. Oof, he brings over the other pestle. That is actually going
Will
to
it make
be
a difference?
a very, very tight spot that we are in now. And we're going to want to get our guy out of there. And the only way I see how is to blitz with this guy. Got a nice hit right here. Knock this one out of the way.
The domino effect in action.
And we can come down this way. Got another hit here.
I should probably say something meaningful to all our Cabal Vision viewers. All I can think of is
Splat.
And then we can actually just kind of run away.
yes.
Now, the question is, we could just run further down the field and be annoying. But I'm fairly certain that no spot over here is safe. We're going to try to see if we can...
Then push them back. Personally, I'd object them.
We're going to dodge down this way. Give ourselves a little bit of breathing room. And then dodge with our blitzer down here to create a much nicer, safer screen for ourselves. And we're going to threaten the ability to just pivot to the other side, as we have the movement advantage. Now, we don't even need to scale to score, per se.
Safety in numbers.
Our opponent over here is the one who has to play the aggressor. So, we really, really want, we could just sit back and stall for 16 turns. Now, it's not really the most fun to watch that happen, but sometimes
There's
it's
only
gotta
one
be
word
it.
to say about this
We are
ball.
down players
Not a word,
compared to our opponent,
A sound. Crutch.
so we do have to be
One
careful.
more step and
Fair fights can be so overrated. There's always room in sport for a scrap like this.
Our opponent is using his player advantage very well and is just marking all of our pieces, forcing us to use those dodges. They're very good odds on our dodges, but they are odds nonetheless. We could just absolutely fail. Now, he has actually left this area fairly open. It would take a couple of non-free reroll dodges, but I believe we can actually get out of here.
If the player is pushed here, it will finish
Use
in
the
the
reroll on
public.
that there.
And in general, fans are much more dangerous than players.
We're going to get a nice stun on the Pestigore. We're going to knock this Rotter out of the way, and we are going to be able to just run back over to his side of the pitch. Just get the ball very out of the way. And this is most likely
Fast and impossible
just
to
a nice dodge to screen.
fans will love it.
Then we'll use all of our pieces over here with their automatic rerolls on dodge to just kind of move to better positions. We are going to go into an 11 here.
That's it. Get in their face.
He's going to continue to mark all of our pieces. He makes the dodge to get the 2 dice on our ball carrier. It does give him double skulls. He rerolls and gets the power. So he finally gets rewarded and gets the ball out of our hands.
How are they going to catch
And
or
it
run
scatters
the ball?
into the
They're
Pestigore's hands,
constantly
which is
riding around on the
unideal for
ground.
him. He actually doesn't want it to be holding it because now he cannot defend the player. He uses the dodge reroll there. Dice rolls were a little delayed on that. Now our opponent does have us marked with the big 4 strength floaters. We can't just get a very easy 1 dice. On the ball carrier at least. I think our safest play to take this 1 dice hit here. We failed the foul appearance, so we do not get that hit. That is unfortunate for us. Now, we could dodge away and blitz for a 1 dice on the Pestigore. Maybe our follow-up there. We don't actually have a way of providing a tackle. So we are going to do just that.
Can the player force possession away from the ball holder?
We'll take a double knockdown.
Who do we think?
Oof, unfortunately the ball goes straight into the gutter runner's hands. We are in trouble now. Most likely he's just going to be able to run down the field and tie up this game. We'll hit him with a despair emote.
thing baked in a pie stands more chance than this poor kid.
Looks like all our elves are gonna just get knocked onto the sidelines here.
nearest
Oh,
pie
another
shop,
serious
yeah?
injury. Man, those are
Must really hurt.
really likely to happen, huh?
Count those teeth, Jim. They'll have to pick up most of them off the ground in a few seconds' time.
Slippery like an eel. Why not
Looks
just
like we are able
squash
to
him
use
next
sidestep
time?
here to actually put ourselves in a very good position to hit the ball.
They're still standing.
Our opponent does still have his blitz, it appears. Oh, he is going to blitz our other.
Apparently, wizards call that
Blitzer?
kinetic energy.
We're going to be able to put him in a good spot to dodge away as well.
That could have been worse.
We're going to get our player over here away. And we're actually going to bring our other dodge piece. Well, first we're going to see how the first dodge works. Does not use his reroll, so we're actually going to bring him in here. And then we're going to blitz with our blitzer.
Nice. Very nice.
Hopefully get the knockdown on the ball, which we do.
That'll help the player move.
And we're going to knock out Hackflem, which is huge for us. And unfortunately, it does not look like we're able to actually go and pick up the ball safely. So we're just going to stand up some players. We're going to stand this player up just so he can keep the Pestigore in place, as he's the only real person who can pick up the ball. Well, there's two of them. This one's not in a position to do that. So we'll move this guy. We'll attempt to dodge this guy out of being served.
They're
Even if he
all
goes
over the
down,
place.
it'll be fine.
I can't see them going much further with players like that.
We prefer him on the ground over out of the game. Looks like he's bringing his Pestigores over to help deal with the situation.
Now it's just a simple matter of getting the ball at their feet. It's never simple.
Now, ideally, we just keep the Pestigores on the ground and prevent him from ever picking the ball up. Looks like dodge. Like I said in the last episode,
That guy will
dodge
never-
makes this team infinitely stronger. And again, sorry about my voice cracking and
Hey, that play
How
looked
it
almost
sounds.
competent. The attacker has an assist.
oof, he gets double skulls on the rot spawn. Doesn't want to attempt to waste the reroll. So we're gonna get some easy hits on his Pestigores, which is exactly what we want at the moment. We want them out of this game.
They're gathering around that lone player, like
And we
halfway
get it
around a
both
sandwich.
down. Isn't ideal, but isn't the worst outcome for us at the moment.
can't believe this. So many fails. What is this? A blind halflings match or something?
He's now as free as a fart in a thunderstorm.
Really stupid gets his player up and actually gets him onto our blitzer, which is very terrifying. If I'm not mistaken with the new rules, he can actually stop us from moving with sidestep.
Oh dear.
I hope that
Can't
player
be.
has written a will, Bob.
Written? Players can barely speak.
So we're going to choose to
Jim,
use
let alone
sidestep
write.
here.
You
We're going to
should
move down
know.
this way.
You've
And we're going to see
interviewed
if
enough of
he
them.
actually gets the option to
Now it's mighty
pop us with
relax.
tentacles. He does not. Okay, so it doesn't work like that. So your opponent has to be the one initiating the movement. Interesting. Now, an interesting thing to note here is that this Pestigore cannot score under any conditions at the
Hey,
moment.
I could sing, did you?
Oh, but the bloater picks up the ball. And he can, in fact, make it to the end zone. Oh, no. We are now in danger. We're going to need to stick as many elves in his way as we can. Now, we know he's not going to be able to dodge. Or move through them.
Failed dodge. That's going to be a turnover.
A little unfortunate for us on that end. Looks like our opponent might have it. It's just a couple going for it. Only two. He does not have any rerolls, however, so let's see how he handles the situation. He's going to bring in his Pestigores to
Not
be
a wise
blitzers for the
place
next
to
turn.
end your
It's very
turn on the
smart.
border of the pitch. If the player gets pushed into the crowd, well,
Going to come up
last
and
time that
mark
happened,
with the
it
Rotter.
took 3 days to piece the body back together.
Now, if we can just stick 2 pieces onto the bloater, unless he does some knock-around shenanigans, I don't believe he's actually going to be able to make it out of there.
They rode the
Oh, and he
one.
fails the going for it. That's unfortunate. Kind of rude for the guy. Now, this Rotter can still make it. So we do need to deal with him. And at the moment, I believe the best way to do that is to leave this guy here. And just bring this blitzer around. For the hit.
There's only one word to say about this, Bob.
Not a word.
And just like that, the game is
Now,
sealed and in the bag. There is no possible way for our opponents to score, so we're just going to get our elves out of all kinds of danger. Just in case he wants to foul or
What a
hit
speed!
any of them for some extra SPP. And we're going to end the game there with a nice victory on our end. Got a little lucky on some dice, I won't deny it. I wish the stat screen was still in the end of the game so we could see just how ridiculous those rolls were, but fortunately for right now, it's not. We will have to see how long it takes them to add those
They've gone into the
stats.
opponent's tackle zone. Should be good.
So we are using our sidestep here to avoid getting hit a second time.
What can you do against a full-speed horned opponent?
You aim between the eyes.
And then we just do that.
That could have been worse. I have a feeling that this will fail 2 out of 3 times.
I'd love to see that the ball animations are still a little wonky, just like they were in Blood Bowl 2. But that's a nice win under our belt. We got our unleveled Blitzer as our MVP, which is perfect. Couldn't have asked for a better situation. Not too much SPP all around on our team there. However, we did get it on 2 important pieces. So we're going to come right into here. And we're actually probably just going to fire almost all these players. Our thrower got serious injury, which is not great. -1 armor on a lineman is worse than a journeyman. And then we have 2 niggled linemen. I don't think we're going to be keeping them. I'd rather have journeymen, I believe. So we're just going to take all these guys out of here. And we're going to pick up a thrower again. We're gonna look here and see. Do we want to just pick up the linemen, or do we want to just save the money? It comes down to a question of, are the 3 journeymen really all that bad? Not really anything else to save the money for, so I am gonna pick up at least 1, I believe. Looks like the game might be freaking out a little at the moment. Yep. We go here to check. You'll see. Oh no, the screens are all good. Interesting. Oh, there we go. So we'll just fill out the team. We'll go back to having all 11 players. Why not? And just like that, the team is back, and we're gonna go do our level on this blitzer. We are without a doubt gonna get him dodge as well. Now, the thing we were all wondering is what we were going to do with our second blitzer. Now that he has 7 SPP, he could take a primary skill again if he wanted. Oh wait, no, they're 8 now. Oh, that's right, they go up in cost. I'm corrected. So we're not going to be able to get a skill with him yet unless we took a random skill. Unfortunately, I don't think the random skill for elf teams is all too worth it, as their pieces are just a little too expensive for my taste. So we're gonna leave it at that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time in the next episode.